I want to finish that thought that I was in the middle of in the last video and then share with you the rest of this document. Again, please be keeping track of any questions that you have that I can answer to clarify the assignment for you, and then also be thinking about how you might approach the assignment. So what I was in the middle of saying in the last video is that one way you could fulfill the obligations of this assignment is you could set up a Zoom call with me if you wanted to, and we could just talk. We could essentially do a verbal interview. Obviously, you'd want to prepare for that. You'd want to write some things down and be ready and probably practice a little bit, but we could just talk. I could ask you these questions. You could share your answers. If I was looking for a little bit more in terms of the competency, if I was looking for more specifics, more evidence, a better explanation, I could ask some questions to kind of get that from you. So that's one way that you could do something to share. A lot of you in English 10 and English 10 Honors this school year are especially creative. So I can picture some of you maybe making a physical scrapbook, taking pictures of the pages of the scrapbook to share, maybe making a video of yourself going through the scrapbook. The most, I guess, conventional, maybe easiest way to fulfill the obligations of the assignment would be just to make a Google Doc portfolio where you have maybe a paragraph or two for each of the bullets. What we didn't want to do as English teachers is make you do this one certain way. We wanted to allow you all sorts of different ways to complete the assignment to allow you to do it in the manner that makes the most sense for you or that engages you the most. So I hope that that's a little bit clear. But again, if it's not, send me an email, contact me in some way so that I can answer your questions. The bottom part of the sheet was put together by me and Mrs. Norman. Miss Norman, what we wanted to do is make sure that our students were aware of what we're looking for in order to determine if you've met the competency or not. So let me read through that information with you. It says, meeting the competency. Your teacher will be considering the information below when providing feedback and ultimately determining if you have met the competency. We're looking to make sure that our student presents ideas, ideally in this way, but in order to meet the competency, you've got to be somewhere within this range. What we're really looking for is your ideas to be fully and thoughtfully presented, making highly effective use of a wide range of specific and relevant information and evidence. Let's say that you have written a quick write. It's one that you're proud of. You've gone back through it and reread it, made some revisions and the like, and you share it with me and I read through it and I'm like, this is just too brief. Personally, as the reader, I don't quite feel like this experience is being conveyed to me. I can't place myself in that moment that this writer's sharing with me. What I would probably do is I'd reach out to you and let you know that, hey, the writing piece is in, thank you for sharing it, but it's not quite there yet. In order to get it there, in order to make sure that you're meeting this part of the competency, here are some of the things that you could do. So what you're going to find in English class and in your other classes is that you'll be back and forthing with your teachers for the next few weeks using the feedback in order to make sure that you're meeting the competency. And in many cases, the first submission of an assignment will find you in this range and you'll be told, hey, you've met the competency. We're also looking that each of our students includes a ideally precise and insightful claim in response to the course question, what is your why? But again, you'll see that there's a range here of showing that you've met the competency. And again, if you're not quite there yet, then we'll provide you the feedback to get you there. We're looking to see that the connection between a student's claim about his or her why and, we got a typo there, and the information evidence he or she provides is explained in an hopefully in-depth and insightful manner. What that means is that it's really clear to us how your why is demonstrated in each of the three items that you've shared. It's demonstrated in your quick write, maybe about your childhood. It's demonstrated in one of your what's that you're up to. It's demonstrated in something that you picked up from the course. And then finally, in order to really convey an experience, part of that involves using good language, not being lazy with your word choice. Being words dropped in to your work might be a way to approach this, but we're looking to see that you're using sophisticated language, fluent and precise language, as opposed to just really basic language or no quality words at all. Again, if you have any questions, email me. I'm going to share with you a grid where you could set up a phone call or a Zoom meeting to run some ideas by me and get some questions answered. So I hope that this at least gets you started on this assignment, which is due in about a month at the end of the school year.